Me, Priya Behel, and we've got great news coming in from Paris. India have defeated Great Britain 4-2 in penalty shootout to make it to the semi-finals of men's hockey event. PR Srijesh was the hero of the penalty shootouts, and the match has finished 1-all in normal time as India played for most of three quarters with just 10 men as Amit Rohidas was given a red card. Despite being down by one man, India would take the lead against the run of play and finally managed to make it to the semi-finals. What a run it has been for Team India. And to help us understand the significance of this victory, we are now joined by Edgar Mascarenhas, former international hockey goalkeeper. After beating Australia, now this.
Yeah.
Does it get any better, sir?
Can you please repeat the question? I can't.
Yes, my question was, India has been on a historic run. If only we can keep up this performance. Up next is a podium finish.
Yes, sure. It is going to be, for me, from what I have seen from the last three matches that India has been getting better and better each game, is that I'm sure they're going to go in for a podium, and it's going to be either a gold or a silver this time for India. And with Srijesh being in one of the greatest forms that I've ever seen him, is that there's no doubt that I see India going backwards from here on.
For those of us who had missed this match, sir, what would be your highlights? We know that we played for almost 42 minutes with just 10 men and yet managed to win the match.
You see, with India playing with 10 men for 42 minutes, it's something incredible. So the fitness level of the players, the way that they have been playing, and the guts to win this match with 10 players, it's like, I mean, they know it all and they know what they're going in for. For people who have missed this match, it's been something very unfortunate for them for missing the match. But it's a game that, you know, a game of a lifetime, which I have seen with 10 men down. I mean, one man down and playing with 10 men and to come up victorious is something, you know, a long way to go.
And could anyone have expected that we'll end up beating Australia after 52 years in the previous match and today come out trumps against Great Britain?
See, India did play a very good match against Belgium. And, you know, Australia losing 6-2 were always going to be a little worried about India. And today, India is not a walkover anymore, what people used to think those olden days. India can match any team. And it's on your given day that you play well. And India has been playing well all throughout, except for the first two matches where they were getting set, I would say. And now they are set as a team and ready to go in for the podium.
Sir, let me ask you to stay on line with us because we are now joined on the broadcast by Yogeshwar Dutt. Now, Yogeshwar, it's not just about one particular sport, whether it is hockey or shooting. You know, it looks like it has been a concerted effort from the sports management authorities to ensure that players get best of facilities, after which they are now finally giving results. Would you agree?
देखिए आज सभी को बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं कि हॉकी में सेमीफाइनल में हमने प्रवेश कर लिया है और आज तक अगर आप सभी स्पोर्ट्स को देखें तो जो मेडल सबसे ज्यादा हमने जीते हैं वो हॉकी में सबसे ज्यादा मेडल हमारे आए हैं टीम गेम में। इंडिविजुअल में 7 मेडल हमें रेसलिंग से मिले हैं और 7 मेडल शूटिंग से हमने जीते हैं। पर जो आज का मैच था ये अपना हॉकी का और हॉकी ने सेमीफाइनल में प्रवेश किया है तो ये बड़ा काबिल तारीफ है। और आज हमें और सबसे ज्यादा प्रशंसा के जो आज हकदार हैं वो सीरियस हैं, जो इंडिया की दीवार पर क्या जो खड़े रहे और सेमीफाइनल में हमारी टीम को पहुंचाने का जो काम उन्होंने किया है। और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि हमारी टीम गोल्ड और सिल्वर के लिए खेले इसके लिए गोल्ड जीते। पर बहुत अच्छी बात है कि स्टार्टिंग से हॉकी ने एक जो अपनी जो काबिलियत थी जो हम चाहते थे कि हॉकी मेडल जीते और मेडल के करीब पहुंचे, हमारी हॉकी टीम मेडल के काफी करीब है, सेमीफाइनल में पहुंच चुकी है। तो हम यही उम्मीद करते हैं कि फाइनल में के लिए देश के लिए गोल्ड हॉकी जीते। 3 मेडल शूटिंग से हमें मिल चुके हैं। हमें सबसे मतलब अभी तक 3 मेडल आए हैं, 3 शूटिंग से आए हैं। तो यही है कि हम चाहते हैं कि हॉकी जो प्रदर्शन पीछे दोहराया है उसी को ऐसे आगे बढ़ाते रहे और देश के लिए गोल्ड जीते.
Right. Thank you, Yogeshwar, for joining us with your insights on that. Edgar, we are likely to face either Germany or Argentina next. Who would you think would be better for us to face?
I would go definitely with Argentina, but keeping in mind, it's anyone's game, and with India playing so well, for me, any team would do.
All right, and Priest Rajesh is one. Okay, we've got some reactions coming in on the story. Let's listen in, and then I'll come back to you. All right, Edgar, I was asking you, Priest Rajesh is one of the names that we've heard more often than not. In fact, today PT Usha had also come out to say that he might be one of the two people who would be leading the Indian contingent at the closing of this ceremony. But, these stars from the hockey teams have made India really, really proud, even in the last edition and now this time around yet again. The same names making headlines.
Yeah, see, Shrijesh has been there with the Indian team for quite some time. I wouldn't say quite some time. And he has been performing and been doing well. And, he's a great inspiration to all hockey players and goalkeepers, upcoming goalkeepers in India. So I think he is a Hall of Fame today for us in India. And why not? He should be there. We've got Harman, we've got Manpreet, we've got Mandeep, all who are great players over there. But Shrijesh has been outstanding, and he's been kept the Indian team going well in all the tournaments.
Here with us, sir, we are now also joined by our correspondent, Arunil. Arunil, you are a follower of all sorts of sports, right from cricket to hockey to shooting. Now India scoring yet another, for some people would say unexpected, others would say quite expected, especially after that spectacular victory against Australia in the previous round. India seemed to have saved the best for the last in their league matches when they trounced Australia. How much would you bet on Team India going into the semis?
Well, Priya, at present when we are discussing about India's Olympic performance, India's star shuttler, basically the new blue-eyed boy of India's badminton, Lakshya Sen, is up against Victor Axelsen. He is the former Olympic champion. He won the last Olympic title, and at present Lakshya Sen in the second game is leading 7-0. If Lakshya Sen is able to defeat the Danish opponent, that is Victor Axelsen, it will be massive because he will become the first Indian male shuttler to reach the final of the Olympics. Nobody has achieved this feat in the past, a sport which has always been dominated by the Chinese or be it the Europeans. Now India clearly is making a mark in badminton as well. We have seen how PV Sindhu won the silver in the last Olympics, and here we have Lakshya Sen, who basically unfortunately lost the first game, a very closely fought first game. He was in fact leading until 18 points. Unfortunately, his opponent Victor Axelsen, who's more a senior pro, experience on his side, fought back in the end part of the game. Now coming to hockey as well, India has always been, historically has been a powerhouse when it comes to hockey. Only when the game was changed to a turf. Earlier it used to be played on grass fields. That is when, because those turf pitches were not there across India, India's hockey game basically deteriorated to a very large extent. But in the last Olympics as well as in this Olympics, there is massive hope, as many have been pointing out that about PR Shrijesh as well, somebody who has been there since more than a decade, how he stood tall in the crucial shootout as well. India defeating Great Britain. Before this as well, India beating Australia after more than 50 years in an Olympics. Massive for Indian hockey. They are in semi-final, will be up against, as you were pointing out, against Argentina, against whom they basically tied in the previous league stages, or against Germany, they will be they will be expected to face. But yes, one thing is clear that India's men's hockey team will be expected to win a medal, not only a medal, but a gold medal will be expected from India's hockey team. At present, all eyes will be on Lakshya Sen as well. 22-year-old, very young badminton player playing his semi-final against a staunch, very senior pro, double Olympic gold medalist Victor Axelsen from Denmark. The second game is on and Lakshya Sen is leading the second game.
All right, fingers crossed for the outcome of that one. But right now, we've got reaction coming in from the father of Lalit Upadhyay. Lalit Upadhyay is a part of Team India's hockey squad and was one of those who scored and contributed to the 4-2 victory margin of Team India. Listen in to Satish Upadhyay.
आकलन आप किस हिसाब से कर रहे हैं?
बहुत हम लोग शुरू से मैच देख रहे थे, एक प्लेयर को पूरे मैच से निकाल दिया गया, हम लोग होपलेस हो गए कि अब मैच हार जाएंगे, लेकिन जीत गए।
लेकिन फाइनली मैच जीत गए, सेकंड क्वार्टर फाइनल जीत गए, आप सेमीफाइनल और फाइनल, क्या उम्मीद है?
सेमीफाइनल अभी आने वाला है और बहुत खुशी हुई आज का मैच जीतने के बाद। हाँ, अब
फाइनल गोल्ड मेडल इंडिया ही।
हाँ, अब हम लोगों को ये आशा हो गई कि पदक लगेगा
इस बार।
हाँ, इस बार जो है मेडल का रंग बदलेगा। हाँ,
क्या कहेंगे ललित भाई के लिए और सारे प्लेयर्स के लिए?
सबके लिए हमारी शुभकामनाएं, सबको आशीर्वाद है हमारी तरफ से, बहुत खुशी है भाई।
पूरा मैच।
Good wishes and blessings of an entire country are with our teams, not just hockey. Even Lakshya Sen, who is currently fighting the match and fighting for a medal. Thank you, Arunil, for joining us. Thank you, Mr. Edgar, also for joining us. We take a very quick break.